When the housekeeper showed up for work, she smelled something burning. She figured her boss, Wendy, must be testing another weird recipe and braced herself to clean up the mess. But when she opened Wendy's bedroom door, she found something horrifying. Wendy, a wedding planner, had been roasted to death on a tanning bed, her body reduced to a mess of cooked flesh. The police arrived to find no signs of a break-in, no damage to the alarm system, and nothing stolen. The scene was strange. Back at the lab, the female detective estimated the time of death at around 32 to 38 hours earlier. Clark noticed a jaw fracture, and Camille thought maybe it was a tragic accident. Wendy had been drinking and taken sedatives. But the detective and Clark weren't convinced. They kept digging and found a sharp puncture wound on Wendy's ribs. Someone had stabbed her in the heart. Angela reconstructed her face, confirming the victim's identity. The cops questioned her assistant, who was shocked and said Wendy was supposed to be working a wedding that night. She admitted to entering the house to pick up some fabric but swore she never entered the room. Meanwhile, Camille asked Jack to check insect eggs found in Wendy's hair. The detective found her fingers were broken, probably from a struggle. They rushed to test material under her nails. While going through Wendy's laptop, Angela showed the cops a photo of her with a bruised face, captioned with a message blaming her husband. But when they questioned Wendy's current husband, he said they were separated due to work problems. He claimed the man in the photo was actually Wendy's late ex-husband and suggested a rich wedding client, known for his temper, might be worth checking out. That client had yelled at Wendy before over budget issues, especially for a pricey orchid arrangement. When questioned, he said he hadn't seen her in days. Meanwhile, Jack reported there was enough DNA from under Wendy's fingernails, but the client refused to provide a sample. Lucky for the cops, the client's son had been arrested before for insider trading, so his DNA was already in the system. Then, Jack made a new discovery. The bugs in Wendy's hair were linked to orchids, the exact ones over budget. This made the angry client look even more suspicious. But then came a twist. Clark's DNA test showed the skin under Wendy's nails was from a woman. Now, the bride was a suspect. She admitted fighting with Wendy but had an alibi. Clark analyzed the stab wound and figured out the weapon was octagon-shaped. Angela dug deeper into Wendy's computer and found an encrypted file. If Wendy died, her assistant would take over the company. The cops went to the assistant, who insisted Wendy had planned a surprise for Valentine's Day. She even revealed they'd had a romantic relationship. Just then, Angela found proof that Wendy's husband had hacked into her email and learned she was giving the business to the assistant. But Jack's final breakthrough flipped the case again. He found horse oil mixed with Wendy's blood, something her estranged husband used to get a confession. The cops played mind games, tapping into the husband's guilt and frustration. He eventually snapped and admitted to everything. He couldn't stand that Wendy was giving away the company and maybe her love to someone else. Driven by jealousy, he planned the murder to look like an accident.